So in today's problem, we will solve LeetCode problem number 2807. Insert greatest common divisor in linked list. So to start, before before starting, we first know what is greatest common divisor. So greatest common divisor of two number is the largest positive integer which divide both the number. Like for 18 and 6, greatest common divisor would be 6, because 6 is a number which divide this both the number, like 6 1 is 6 and 6 3 is 18. For suppose the two number are 6 and 10, so for 6 and 10, greatest common divisor would be 2, because if you suppose took 3, then suppose you took 6, so 6 does not divide 10. If you took 5, 5 divide 10, but 5 does not divide 6. If you take 3, then 3 divide 6 but does not divide 10. So if you take 2, then 2 is the number which divide both of these numbers. 2 3s are 6 and 2 5s are 10. So greatest common divisor of 6 and 10 would be 2. And similarly, greatest common divisor of 10 and 3 would be 1. If you calculate, there is no number greater than 1 which divide both of the number. So let's see the problem. In the problem, you are given a linked list, and in between each two node, you need to insert a new node which would be the greatest common divisor of those two nodes. In the example number 1, you are given a linked list with 4 values like 18, 6, 10 and 3. So in between each node, like in between 18 and 6, we need to insert a new node with greatest common divisor of these two. So this below is the output, you can see. So in between 10 and 6, the greatest common 18 and 6, the greatest common divisor of these are 6. So 6 got inserted. So now currently like 18, 6, 6. So we are at this 6 and the next node is 10. So the greatest common divisor of 6 and 10 is 2. So 2 get inserted in between this, and then in between 10 and 3, greatest common divisor is 1. So in between 10 and 3, 1 got inserted. So and after that 3 and next node is not present, so we stop here. So our final output would look like this, which you can see below. Similarly, if one node is there, then we just simply return that node, no change would be there. So let's see what approach we will take for this. First, to calculate the GCD, you can write this function like this. With this function, return the greatest common divisor of two numbers. It takes two numbers as an input, A and B, and return the GCD of A and B by calculating. So this function return the GCD of two numbers. Then what approach we are taking is, first we are making the copy of head node in the original head variable. Then while head.next is present, so we are checking if next value is present in the linked list or not. If next node is present, then we can calculate the calculate the GCD between current node and next node. So this head.next is checking the if next node is present or not. If next node is present, that means we can calculate the GCD. That means there are at least two nodes present still in the linked list, two nodes are present, so we can calculate the GCD. So for that, firstly I am keeping the copy of next node in the temp variable. So suppose initially my head is at 18, so in the temp I kept a copy of 6. Then I am calculating the greatest common divisor and keeping it in the variable common div, and I am calling the GCD and passing two values, head.val and head.next.val. So this 18 and 6 I have passed in GCD function. So it returned me the GCD of these two number, and which I have stored in common div. Then in the head.next, which is head is currently at 18, so the next pointer of it, here I am creating a new node with the value common div, which is the greatest common divisor of the 18 and 6 in this case, and it will point to this new node which I am creating. It will point to temp, and temp is nothing but this 6 in this case, because I have stored it earlier head.next. So new node is currently, so this is a new node, so this node will point to this 6, and our head will point to this node which is 18. Will our head is at 18, 18 will point to this new node like this. And when so after doing these two operations, this node get inserted successfully. So then I will move forward. Now my head will point to this 6, not the one which we have just currently inserted. It will point to the 6 which were present earlier, and we will repeat the same operation. We will take uh, this 6 and this 10 and calculate the GCD and insert the new node in between this. So to insert the new node, what we have to do, we have to do in total two operations. The new node which we are creating, it should point to next node, like if I'm doing it for this node 6 and 10, the new node which I will create, that new node will point to 10, and this 6 will point to that new node. So here this line here, I am doing that only. So hope you have understood. In temp I am keeping the next node, which is suppose for 6 and 10, in the temp will be 10. Then I am calculating just common divisor, and then in the head.next, that means in next of this node 6, I'm keeping the next new node which I'm creating, and this new node is pointing to temp. So here if you see the definition, so you can pass the value as well as next node. So I have passed next node here only, so that way then I am moving the head variable ahead, and at the end I am just returning the original head. Let's run this. So it ran successfully. Let's submit the code. So it got submitted successfully. So hope this much is clear. To optimize this a bit more, you can keep some dictionary and something like that to store the GCD of two number which we have already calculated. So that will make it a bit more faster. But for now this will do. So our problem got submitted successfully. So we'll meet tomorrow again to see the daily LeetCode problem that is followed. Thank you.